Share screen and slideshow. Is it working? I
It
think I
is.
got it. All these clicks. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. Debbie and I are going to go over how to become a referral magnet. So, and I'm sure you've heard us say this and you've seen this in almost every coaching class or business building class. You have to be successful in real estate, you have to live by referrals. And wait, what referrals is to me, if you ever heard the like, I don't know, I use this as an analogy all the time, like a restaurant, because we've all been to restaurants, I think so. Most people been to a restaurant, but you could understand this theory. If a restaurant, they have to make sure they keep their clients or their customers happy so they could refer them to more people, because it costs way too much money for, say, a restaurant or a business to keep on trying to find new business. If they don't have some type of word of mouth of people referring them to, you got to go to this place, or other people going on their social media and self or promoting the business, the restaurant or business they work, it's very hard to be successful trying to always never, no one ever, every customer you ever have or client you have never tells anybody, or you never ask them to tell anybody else. It's going to be hard for you to be out there and get more business. So if your mind process is I'm going to keep my clients happy, but also I'm not going to be passive about it, just kind of like, again, back to that restaurant analogy, is that when some restaurants have rewards for you to coming back, or referring you to another customer, or keep on asking you, remember to tell all your friends and family about us. Those type of businesses always do better or get more business because they're actively asking for referrals and asking them to tell their family and friends. Post a review on Yelp or post a review on Google. You get those. It works. So same with your business. Referrals are not just because people refer you and it was by accident. Oh my gosh, I got like 10 referrals this year. Didn't ask people to send them. They just did it organically. Is that right? Organically.
Yeah, close
And
enough.
but you have to ask for it. And I think you're going to go through a lot of that in this slideshow today. So go ahead,
Yep.
Deb. I'll let you take care of it after that introduction.
All right, go to
You
the
want to
next
go to the
slide.
next slide? Yep, go
Yep.
ahead.
So this slide kind of brings it in a nutshell, right? Why do people succeed? Well, this is why. Because 85% of our business is lead generation. Didn't you know that when you got to be a real estate agent, that that's what you really were going to be doing? No, you didn't, but now you do. Only 15% of it is technical knowledge, and technical knowledge not only means with computers, but knowing the contracts and stuff, because it's all repetition. Once you learn the documents, it's all repetition. Every single transaction uses basically the same paperwork over and over. You might have an additional addendum here and there stating something different, but it's all the same. So it's only once you get that knowledge down pat, you can move on to the next part of it. It's lead gen, and lead gen is by talking to people. You promote yourself constantly. You provide value by talking to people about things that are happening in our industry. So, learning those things, whether it's going to different classes that we do, whether it's a class that Mike does, whether it's a CEU class, whether it's just going to a MLS class that tells you how to pull up the market report so that you can share them on your social media. It's not rocket science. It is not hard. Yes, it's a little scary if you don't do it all the time, but once you get used to it and you put it on your calendar as this is what I have to do this morning between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, is uh, gather the market reports for whatever area it is and throw them out there. It's going to take you a matter of minutes to do these things, you guys. It's already there. You just have to use the information and build relationships with your clients and with other people, right? So when you're talking to other people outside of wherever it is that you work, or inside where you work, or going to different places. That's how you build relationships, and then have your system to generate leads, which is your CRM. So you can go to the next one now.
Sure.
The benefits of a referral system is long-term growth strategy so that you can continue on and not have to worry about, oh my God, I just closed a deal. Now I got to find some more people, right? You should always, always be doing it to stay on top of mind with the people that you do talk to, whether they've closed a deal with you or not. You still want to be on their mind as the real estate expert. Establish a network of trusted partners. That could be a BNI group, right? And create easy plan flow so that you can delegate as you grow. What does that mean? Maybe you get so busy that you need a personal assistant or another licensee to help you with your stuff. If you're using a system that's easy, then it will be easy for someone to pop in and help you with that. Do you agree?
Totally agree. Yep. You need a system so it's like example, someone could pop in and help you with this stuff because as you get really as a successful agent goes, they create teams or referral agents or hire assistants. You can't be stuck at that hit that kind of ceiling of you're the only person doing it.
Right. Yep.
Next.
Next. Here's what an example of the MoxieWorks database looks like. So when you first pop into your Engage system, it's going to greet you. It's going to say, hey, do you need to stay in flow with 5 different people? What it is that you want to do with those people. Over on the right-hand side, I have a profile. So I used my own self, so I'm not giving out information for somebody else. And I set myself up as a buyer. So as you set a buyer up, for instance, it's going to tell you different things to do with that buyer. It's already there, guys. You just got to use it. It's already there. You can already put notes in, so remind you of different things when you talk to them so that you can bring them up. And then that person's going to be like, wow, they really get me. They remember that I have a black cat named Romeo and they asked me about it, right? The activity is if they're searching through things on your personal website or through the things that you send them, and I'll get to that in a second, you're going to see if they opened them. Faves and saves would be favorites maybe that they have favorited, or saves is where you're going to go to put them on their own custom search. So you do want to set people up on a search on the MLS because it's going to give them access to all of the listings. And not just ones that are through your system. And the reason why I say that is because we all know that Howard Hanna doesn't want to play with everybody else and won't let us showcase their listings on our websites anymore. So that's why you want to use the MLS as well as another tool. But this one gives people a personal touch. You can go into that faves and saves, put in a custom search using your website and the IDX from the MLS to send out a custom search to someone. Oh, hey, you wanted homes in Geauga County? I set up a search for you on my personal website. It'll come to you whenever you set it up, if you want it once a week or what have you. And then you can search right there on my website and you don't have to go anywhere else. Get them off Zillow, which I've been saying for years. Get them on your website. It's all right here. And you'll be able to see if they do that or not. They're not just mailing lists. This is relationships. You're going to put notes in there when you have conversations with people. Put reminders on your calendar to talk to them. It will pop up in here because it's all connected through your Google account. Okay. Pretty neat,
Next.
huh? Yep.
Yes.
Okay, but I have no idea who to add. I don't know anybody at all. Well, of course, you know that's not true, right? Even if you just moved here, you're gonna know people, right? So it's your sphere of influence, it's your family, it's your friends, it's anybody in your social circle, it's sport team parents. So if you have kids that are playing sports, intramural, extramural, even the summertime ones, talk to those people, right? I have tons of scripts about that too, talking to people at sporting events and such. Maybe it's your Bible study, maybe it's work colleagues. Use Facebook, use LinkedIn. Anybody is part of your sphere. Business professionals, I mentioned the BNI group. That's a great way if you don't know a lot of tradespeople
That's
to
one
meet
go.
them, right?
Yep. You got to meet people.
Yep. Got to meet people. Some tips for success here is speed. So you want to make sure that if somebody does reach out to you, that you reach back to them within 5 minutes, because everybody is yesterday, 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 right? Including people who are trying to reach a real estate agent. So if you don't reach out to them within 5 minutes, chances are they've moved on to something else. That doesn't mean I want you to stop. It's just you have a better chance of getting them back a hold of them if you're reaching out within 5 minutes. Reach out many times in multiple ways. If you only talk to somebody and you send them an email or a text message 1 to 4 times, or maybe you call them and they don't answer the phone, try a different way. Because if you're only doing 1 to 4 touches, your chance of converting them is really down here. When you get up to 6 or 8 times, your conversion goes up and up and up, because they're going to see that you really are serious, right? And you're not
Right.
going to give up on them.
Right. And the goal is, when you got people, again, I think a lot of agents fall off the planet, so to say, with clients as soon as they buy a house, because they know they're not going to be buying themselves anytime soon, but they don't keep the relationship up to get referrals
Yes.
and talk to them and get referrals. Also, you can incentivize people for referrals, not business. So if and it's an idea, so I tell agents take 10% of your commission every year. Say you made $4,000, put $400 of it in an account for future incentives and things to send those people to get referrals, gift cards and small gifts for the holiday. Reinvest some of that money back into the people that you just sold a house with. Most agents don't do it, but they get their money and spend it. But you have to reinvest it in your business to get referrals.
Yes, exactly. Uh, exactly what he said. This is your business, you guys. You're the CEO. Every single successful business person out there has a marketing account where they can tap in and say, oh gosh, I got to go do ads in the newspaper this week, or I have to put some stuff out on social media. And if they have a business account, it may cost them a couple bucks, or maybe they're going to send flyers out, or maybe they're your local gas station that has a pizza shop in there and they make the best pepperoni rolls ever. I don't know who I'm talking about. Could be myself, right? And they made uh, cards that are cards that you can stamp to get you buy 10, you get a free pepperoni
Right.
roll, or you buy 10 or you get a free gas cup of coffee or whatever it is. Those are all marketing ploys, right? But it's the same thing. It also has their logo, it has their address, it has their phone number, it has where they are on it. So um, there was one gal that I was working with last year, and she wanted to do an ice cream truck. Or she ended up not doing the ice cream truck, but she talked to the local ice cream store and said, can I have people come in and use this card to get a free small cone, and you buy so many and you get a free small cone after that, and it's got her marketing material all over it, right? They said yes. Then they send her a bill and she owes them 30 bucks at the end of the month, because that's how many people got a free small cone and turned in that thing. She gets those things that are turned in. And they have to put their information on there. You got to put your first name, your last name, your email address, and your phone number. They don't have to put their address because she's not mailing anything, but you got to have contact information because you're turning in something to get something for free, right? And then
That's
she gets
great.
all of those. She pays the 30 bucks and she's got all of those contacts right there that she can now reach out to.
It's almost unlimited ideas, right?
Right. So many things. Yeah. This one I thought it's a little bit early, but I wanted you all to get prepared for this. So you can buy these um, goggles on Amazon. They have them in all different forms, all different prices. You can buy 10 at a time if you're going to have a solar eclipse party or whatever. But I thought some of these were really cute sayings that you could put along with your uh, eclipse glasses if you're going to be handing them out to some of your clients and stuff. I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. So I was like, and I kind of figured this all out on my own. Somebody said something about the solar eclipse, and I went on Amazon to see if you could buy a package of these goggles, and you can. And then I was like, all right, so how am I going to incorporate this? Guess what I did? You could kind of
Right.
tell if you use this already. I went to Chat GPT and I put it in there and asked for a couple fun things that you could put as far as real estate and the solar eclipse. So,
That's
um,
awesome.
yeah, you guys just got to use it. It's all there.
And
All
last,
there. We got some roster CEUs now. The boys have come up with quite a few things. That one in May, buyer broker commission and closing costs. He's going to help you all hash in May how to figure out how to structure it with your buyer to help get paid the buyer broker commission if you need to.
exactly.
Um,
Don't
Mike's doing
miss.
core ethics, which is also another good one on March 27th. Then you have the appraisal process and 3 things to qualify for a mortgage. Um, this is all good information. You guys should really be going to these and looking at the other ones. National Association of Realtors has opened up the buyer's representation designation classes for free this year. Not the designation itself. You do, once you take the classes and you pass the classes, you do have prerequisites in order to get the actual designation, and you do have to pay for that. But the $200 for the class is now free. I suggest everybody go and do that this year because I'm sure they're going to also be giving you instruction on how to talk to buyer about commission as well in those classes. So
Good stuff. We have one more slide or no? That was
no,
it. That's
no,
it.
that's it. This is the
That's it.
last one.
This the
Yep.
eclipse was the tip for the day.
The eclipse was the tip for the day. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Let's do that. Share screen. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. Remember, reach out to Debbie or myself. We're happy to go over this more in detail, and that's it. So have a good day.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.